Hello everyone, this is Pramita here. This is my March journal. As you can see, this will be my second flip through of the March journal. Now, if you remember, I had finished my flip through till here. This is a punch that is from Martha Stewart. I like this punch very much, and since I didn't want to spend a ton of money on it, I bought this from a D-Stash group, and I love this. This is so awesome, this punch. Okay, so and this was I think this was a Sunday, this was a Monday, this was a Tuesday, and on Wednesday what I did was I journaled on this part. So this is a tip-in that I have created. I've journaled on this, and then I have further journaled on this journaling card. So this was my Wednesday journal, and on this day I received my happy mail from the craft shop. I had ordered some stuff. No, I'm sorry. I received my order from Crafter's Corner, and I had received my stamp sets of this butterfly. This butterfly is so awesome. Can you see? Yeah, this is a wooden stamp, and this was the first wooden stamp that I had used, and I am totally loving it. I am totally in love with wooden stamps now. I don't know how did I last this long without using one. So, and these are so hard to get by in India. So this is once again a journaling card, and not only have I used another wooden stamps out here, as you can see, I have just made a small hole at the top, and I have tied a small ribbon just to add an interest, because you know I like things poking through. That is my kind, you know, I like to do that. And I've journaled on this card also. This is simple journaling card, nothing much. This is actually a journaling card that came in the Simple Stories, those cards they have for project life and journals, etc. What I did was I made it into a pocket, and I've stuck just some mumby random stickers, and so that it doesn't look like a journaling card anymore, so that it looks like a pocket. And I think it pretty well ties the whole thing. And this was, I think this was a Tuesday, Wednesday, this is a Thursday. So this was, I think, 5th, this was 9th. Okay, so this was 9th, Thursday. This is also a stamp that I had bought along with those. And this is actually a hummingbird. And these are the stamp sets that I had bought from Crafter's Corner. And they came out pretty well. These are rubber stamps actually, and it is pretty big in size. But anyways, I like it. And I have used these butterflies in the pocket that I had created. Now this was a pull-out page, you know, and what I did was I did a pocket on this side and I did another pocket on that side. So, and made a tag. I journaled on the tag front and back, and that's it. Okay. So now we come to the next page. The next page is basically a watercolor day. So I colored the whole day, practicing many stuff. I was trying to finish up my commitments to friends, and I was watercoloring in the journals that needed to be sent off, and I wanted to finish them as quickly as possible. So this was a watercolor day, and this is a watercolor that I had done. Now what I have done is whatever I do, I usually give them off, or if somebody likes them, I just give it off. I don't have anything for myself as such, so I thought that I'm going to do it for myself. So I made this watercolor tip-in. Uh, Actually, I had made a ton of this, and I have used one of them in my journal, and I have journal at the back also. And yeah, I have not done much. I've just used a bit of washi. This was a pretty simple stuff. And then the next day is once again something different. This was 10th Friday, and this was a Saturday, I think. Yeah. So I made a small tag out of this. I journaled on this. This was Saturday, and what I did was I made a tuck spot, you know, and later on maybe I'll go back and tie a small string or baker's twine or something to it. So I did some journaling at the back, and then my journaling continued on this side of the page. So that's how I went. And these are all 6x6 pieces of paper that either they were lying in odd shapes or I just wanted to use them. So I've just stitched those pages along with the regular pages that were of my journals, so that they come to this, like they have this irregular pages just to make it a bit more interesting. So on that day I journaled this on this part, and this was a Sunday actually. Yeah. So this was a Sunday. This was Holi for us. Holi is a festival of colors. Well, I'm not a big fan of Holi personally, but anyways, incidentally, that day was also my father's death anniversary. So I didn't do anything much on that day except that I used a little bit of color splash over here just to denote that it was Holi. And I've just journaled on this piece of paper, but I made a mess up. I wanted this journaling to be on this side, but anyways, when I stuck these stickers on, I made a mistake. And as I always say, there are only two things you can do: either you live with it or you do something to repair it. Now this I cannot repair, so I thought, yes, I'll live with that. And this is a small piece of paper. It has my father writing some stuff to me, and I had recently found this in my stash of things. So I thought of keeping it in my journal, just in the memory of his death anniversary. So I've kept it on that day. And yeah, and on this day, that this was a Monday, and this day I was putting together a lot of Happy Meals, and I was super busy. And I have made small tip-ins of sorts. So this is a Coco Daisy journaling sticker. It's not a sticker actually, ephemera. They give us these die cuts to be used in your planners, but most of the times I use them in my journals. I don't use them in my planners. And this was the whole day. Basically, I was homebound, except that I went out towards the evening to buy certain stuff. And this journaling card seemed best suited for this. Home is where the heart is. And the whole day I worked on Happy Meals. What a day worked on Happy Meals. So that's it, nothing much. And then we come to Tuesday. Now Tuesday I was super busy because I had to organize all my Happy Meals and go to the post office and mail bunch of stuff. And I received 3 Happy Meals on that day. I received Mona's Happy Meal. I received a sticker pack and some crafty items that I had ordered online. And this is a tag which I have used to mark these Happy Meals. And what I've done is I've just stitched this tag to the corner of the page. Earlier on, you had seen that I had punched a hole and then put this stuff. Now, I wanted to test out some needles that I had ordered. And yeah, they turned out pretty good. So I decided to stitch my tag instead of making a hole. So this is hand stitched. And on this day, I had a long talk with my best friend. So I had stuck some stickers. Talking to you is the best part of my day. And these are just some scraps from magazines that I have cut out. And a day in my life. It was a busy day. And towards the evening, I relaxed a little bit. And then we come to the next day. That was my total bed day. Now it was 15th, it was 13th, and yeah, it was 13th Wednesday. And it was a total bed day. I had just journaled about that, nothing much. And this journaling continued at the back also. I watched a bunch of YouTube videos and didn't have the urge to get up. So that's it. And the next day, that was on Thursday, I had made a small tip-in page sort of thing. Like it says today's moments. And then what I did was I added a tip-in on top of that. So now that it closes like this, I have fixed a small lace out at the bottom, and this is a stamped ampersand. And these are all stamped words and phrases that I had in my stash. These are mostly Cocoa Daisy stamps. I'm not a stamp person, but when I do sit down to stamp, I just do them, in a bunch and then keep it in a box and use them when I need them. I don't do stamping every day. That's not my cup of tea. So these are the stuff I did, and this is a washi tape that Ria had sent me in the washi swap. Yeah, and this was St. Patrick's Day, and I had this picture of this clover. This is in a vintage form, but I thought that I'll use it. So I had used some tea-dyed paper, and yeah, that's it. So I hope you have liked my video. If you like this flip through, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of this, then please subscribe to my channel. Bye. Bye for now.